All right, today we're jumping into something that's frankly a game changer for market research. We're talking about using AI to figure out what your customers are really complaining about. Let's dive right in.
I mean, this is the question, isn't it? It's what every founder, every product manager obsesses over. If you want to build something people actually love, you have to know this. But man, getting that answer has always been the hard part.
So let's start with the old way of doing things. And if you've ever done this by hand, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That endless, frustrating search.
Yeah, traditionally, this meant you were spending hours, days, just manually digging through endless Reddit threads, sifting through hacker news comments, scrolling through social media. You're basically looking for a needle in a digital haystack, right? That one golden nugget, a real complaint, or a genius feature request. It's so tedious, super inefficient, and you just know you're missing important stuff.
And here's the thing, getting this wrong, the cost is huge. We're talking wasted dev hours building features nobody asked for, all while your competitor, who's listening better, swoops in and solves the real problem. It's not just about losing time, you're losing momentum. You're missing out on these massive opportunities that are just sitting there, hidden in plain sight. Okay, but what if you had an automated detective on the case for you 24/7? This is exactly where AI just flips the script. It completely changes the game. So let's talk about the solution. So let's call it a pain point discovery actor. Think of it like this. It's an AI tool that does all that boring manual sifting for you. It automatically goes out, finds the complaints, the feedback, the feature requests, and then organizes it all. It basically gives you a direct hotline to what your market actually wants.
And we're not just talking about it checking one or two websites. Nope. It scans 7 of the biggest, most important platforms out there. The places where developers, founders, and tech folks are actually having these conversations.
So who is this for, honestly? Pretty much anyone who touches a product. You could be a founder just desperate to find product market fit, or a product manager trying to figure out what to build next, even sales teams looking for a weakness in a competitor. It's all about getting the right data to make much, much smarter decisions.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how does this magic actually happen? Let's pull back the curtain and look at how this automated detective really works. You'll see it's actually a really elegant and powerful workflow.
It all boils down to 6 automated steps. 1, it scrapes all the discussions from those 7 platforms. 2, it uses smart keyword matching to spot the pain points. 3, and this is super important, it scores and ranks everything by how urgent it seems. 4, it classifies the signal. Is this a complaint? A feature request? You get the idea. 5, it adds extra layers, like sentiment analysis. And finally, step 6, it spits it all out for you in a clean CSV file, JSON, or a nice dashboard. And here you can see exactly where it's hunting for this info. Look at that, a huge chunk from Reddit and Hacker News, which are just absolute gold mines for raw, unfiltered opinions. But it's also smart enough to pull from GitHub for bug reports, Stack Overflow for those nitty-gritty technical problems, and even niche spots like indie hackers. It's a full sweep of all the places that matter. All right, listen up, because this next part might be the most important takeaway from this whole thing. The tool is powerful, for sure, but the quality of what you get out is 100% dependent on the quality of what you put in. So let's talk about how to master your keywords. Okay, just look at the difference here. On the left, you see the mistake everyone makes at first. You type in something generic like problem or bug, and you get nothing. It's way too broad. Now look at the right. This is the secret. You combine a specific tool or topic with a pain signal, something like Salesforce frustrated or Excel too slow. Now that gets you the good stuff, the actionable feedback. So here it is, the winning formula. It's super simple. You take your tool or topic and you add a pain signal. Think words like frustrated, too slow, tedious, or even alternatives. That combination, that's the secret sauce. That's what unlocks all the high-quality results. And here are a few patterns that work like a charm. You search for, say, Notion alternatives, and boom, you find people who are literally looking to switch products. Or you search for reporting tedious, and you've just uncovered a huge opportunity for an automation tool. These simple patterns are basically a roadmap to finding amazing insights. And just a few more pro tips for you. Remember, it's about quality, not quantity. 5 to 15 really good keywords will beat 100 lazy ones every time. And here's a sneaky one. Always throw your competitors' names in there to see what their users are complaining about. And if you're ever not sure where to start,
Start with Reddit. It's almost always the richest source of data.
Okay, so let's bring this all home. Let's talk about the ultimate payoff. We started this whole conversation talking about the pain of doing this all manually. Now let's look at the complete transformation.
I mean, this is what it's all about, right? First off, you save an insane amount of time. We're talking hundreds of hours. You find those hidden gems, those opportunities you would have never found by hand. You get your ideas validated by real people talking about real problems. And the big one, you get a massive leg up on your competition because you're finding and solving problems faster.
This quote right here, it just nails it. Think about that for a second. Finding your next killer feature in 15 minutes instead of 15 days. That's not just a small improvement. That's a fundamental shift in how you operate, how you listen to your market, and how you build your product. So that really just leaves us with one final thought. Once you have this kind of intelligence at your fingertips, the question you're asking totally changes. You're no longer stuck wondering, what are the problems? Instead, you get to ask a much better, much more powerful question. Which of these high-value problems are we going to solve first?